Hi, my name is Ramna and my personal blog is .netiq.com. You can visit my blog for more WCF videos and .NET videos. As part of the WCF 4.1 new features, today in this screencast I am covering the fileless activation. Basically, what is the fileless activation? If you see in the previous versions of the .NET, if you want to host any WCF service in IAS, you need a .svc file. But in 4.0, we have an option. Even without the svc file, you can still host the WCF service in IAS. That is called fileless activation. That means .svs fileless activation. How it is, you need to give a few parameters, few configuration settings in web.config. That is going to take care of that. If suppose if you open your .svs file in markup view, you see few attributes like service name and factory and relative path, relative address. Few attributes you see in markup view. But service name is the actually the class name where you implemented your service contracts, and the factory generally we use for when we host the REST based services. There you need a factory, but in SOAP based you don't need a factory. Yeah, I will show you how we configure the fileless activation in web.config. For this I am using the existing solution like employee services solution. Here I have the employee service WCF service library, and iEmployee and iContract service. Basically these are service contracts. Employee service is the class where we implemented the service contracts. So basically we are configuring this employee service as the service name. Employee is a data contract we use as a input and output of add employee and output of get employees. So to host this service in IAS you need a web project. So already I have a employee service web project. I'm using the same project to host this WCF service. And one more thing is basically this is a separate DLL, and so you need to refer this employee service DLL. I added that as a reference here, and after that you need to configure in web.config. So if you see this web.config, I didn't configure any endpoints or binding configuration or any specific service specific behavior configuration. So that means my service is using the default configuration. If you want to know more about what is the default configuration and how they simplified configuration in 4.0, please visit my please see my WCF 4.0 new features part 1. Simplified configuration is the title of the video. You can go through that. There I covered what is the default configuration and how they simplified the configuration in 4.0. Yeah, coming to again, here we are using the default configuration, and in 4.0 they introduced service host environment. Here I'm activating the fileless activation, service activations. I'm adding a service. See, here we have the factory and relative address and service. As I mentioned, factory, we use the factory for when we are hosting the REST based services, but since it's a SOAP based service I am not using the factory. The relative address is the where you give the virtual name of the SVS file. I am giving my employee service, and the service is the one more tricky thing you need to give, because this is the main, this is the where you have the service implementation. Like this is the class which have the implementation of your service contracts. So you need to give the namespace dot class name. My namespace is here employee service empl service dot class name is employee service. So that's it. That's it. Your configuration is done. If you see, there is no SVC file, but here I am giving the SVS file, my employee service dot SVC. Sorry, this is my mistake. Yeah. So if you want to access this service, you need to give this name. You have to go with this name. Okay. Okay, I'm running this project. Yes, it's by default it's saying employee service. Earlier I have a employee service.svc file. Now I deleted that, so that's why you are getting the error. And what the name we gave here? Yeah, we mentioned here is my employee service.svc. If you want to access this, see, that's it. We got it. So if you see here, since we are using the default configuration, as I mentioned in my previous video, default configuration for the HTTP, because we are accessing the service through HTTP protocol. So the default configuration for the HTTP protocol is basic HTTP binding. See, if you employee service contract is specified as the basic HTTP binding. I think I explained you the file activation, fileless activation. In my next video I will pick another new feature and I will explain you. Thank you.